Hi guys. We are going to Goodwill because my daughter came home from college and she said to me so ever sweetly, what did you say, Emma?
I said, Mom, I want to go thrifting this weekend.
She wants to go thrifting this weekend. So we're gonna go to Goodwill real quick. We'll see if we can get anything good. Hey, the music's still pretty loud in here today, as it always is. It's a little made in Japan. So, and check out the cart. 2 carts. Let's see what we got. Good find, Mark. I found these two.
Those okay?
Yeah, they look good. And myself some shoes. These. No. Let's see what we've got up here. The Statler Brothers. You know what? My father-in-law might need this. I may have to ask my husband. That's my father-in-law's jam. These are different. How much are they? 99 cents a piece. I kind of like those. I think those could be upcycled. I kind of like those. Hey, look, I think I found something for your dad.
Everything good?
I don't remember. I have to look them up. You think your dad needs that CD? That's his jam. Look, it's the 30th celebration. You don't think he needs it? Poor Donnie. Oh, country love songs. You know what? I may have to get that for me. Body scrub. Bath and Body Works. I'll scan that. I don't think that it's... Man, I'm going to scan... Oh, I can't scan those. You know what? I'm going to look those up because those are... I'm throwing them in my thing. Same with that. Mirror. This is a Style House. Okay, let's go. Hey, Mark. Mark, here's a CB. We'll let him look at it. Let's see what's on this cart. I like those. Those are 99 cents. Getting those. I think I have a $5 off coupon. Emma, here's some cross-stitch fabric. You don't want that though, do you? Dad, you're out of this world. Owl guys. I'm not seeing anything on here. Oh, here's a Spam mug.
What is that?
Spam. It's potted meat. They're looking at the t-shirts. I'm gonna go this way. I checked out the cart. Let's check out the toys. Toys. What is this? Bright and Wild. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that. I'm like steadily adding things to my cart. There's a Pinewood Derby car kit. Oh, I thought these were Veggie Tales. They're not. Let's see. We'll scan him. He's $5.99, so we'll scan him now and see what he is selling for since he's new. I might end up putting him back if he's not worth much. Alright, let's Okay, this is the aisle that I was saying is my favorite aisle to dig through. Because you never know. Like, here are some collapsible straws. I actually was looking for these. So I'm going to get some of those for me. You just never know. Book covers. Calendars. You never know. You never know what you're going to find. Oh, here's some little boots. I'm going to get those. Use those in the shop at Christmas time. It's funny.
Actual Disney shirt.
Yeah, but I think it's not Disney parks. So it's sold like at Walmart or... It's funny, his muscles. The sock slider. Oh, so you can put... I'll look that up. So you can put your socks on? So extremely loud, but this caught my eye. I think they look, I don't know if they're horses. That looks like a donkey to me. They want $5.99 for this. So I'm not going to be getting that today. Let's see. Let's see what this stuff is. Didn't find much. I ended up putting a couple things back that I had originally had in my cart. After I looked them up a little bit, but they're kind of neat little celestial. I think I can sell those. I'm gonna get those for $1.99. It's kind of a thing that's in now. Celestial. Or here's Big Billy Bass with the Santa hat on. What if he sings Christmas songs? Does he have batteries? Does he work? I don't know. I feel like I kind of want him. I don't know. Let's see. I'll have to think about it. Look at this glorious thing. It's a 3-piece cookie jar.
Yeah,
amazing. It is. Hi guys, it's Misty, and this is my haul video. So as you can see in the video that was before now, my daughter came home from college and she said, Mom, I really want to go thrifting this weekend. So, I mean, we gotta, and we did. We just went to one Goodwill. It was on Labor Day. There wasn't a lot of people there, but I kind of like that because, then, when they roll out those carts, then we get first dibs. And I got a few things. Again, I'm trying to be very, very picky at what I buy. But before I show you what we did find, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I post a lot of videos regarding reselling and owning an antique store and vintage things in general. So make sure that you like my channel, hit that little bell notification, and you will be notified every time I post a new video. So let's go ahead and get on with this haul. I'll go ahead and show you the clothing first. I didn't get a lot of clothing. I looked through the sweaters and things because you guys know that it's almost time for us to be listing all of these winter clothes. The way that I run my business, just because I just get bored of certain things, and I run my clothes seasonal. So if I already have it listed, it stays listed. I don't delete it. I don't take it off, but I tend to just focus on listing clothing that is applicable for the season. So I'm getting ready to start listing very, very soon a lot of the long sleeve and winter clothing that I have. The first thing that I'm going to show you is something that my husband found. He does very, very well at searching out the men's clothing. I've trained him well. He knows. So this first thing is a Polo Sport. Now, Polo Sport, this is a vintage Polo Sport rugby. So this has the little spell out there on the chest, and the back of it has the rugby number. It's like a vintage rugby jersey. I know that back in the 90s, these were all the rage. So this we paid $4.49 for, and I should be able, it's a size large, I should be able to sell this for about $20-25. So we picked that up. Another thing that he found was this tactical, or 511 tactical. It's like a work shirt. It's a, what is this word I'm looking for? Reflective? It's a reflective polo shirt. So this will be worn by either people working on the highway crew or, even police officers or anybody that needs to be seen in a neon yellow, glow in the dark shirt. But these do tend to sell well because you can buy them, if you buy them new, and a lot of times they have to have these types of shirts. So if you buy them new, they can be quite pricey. If you can find them online, then you're going to save a few bucks. So I tend to always pick these up. This one we also paid $4.49 for, and probably $18 to $20 we'll be able to get for this shirt as well. Two more items of clothing. I picked up two sweaters. I got, and they both were $4.49. Sometimes I get to talking so fast that the words come out of my mouth all jibbery jabbery. So I'm really trying to work on that because I get really excited sometimes and I just blah, 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 talk. Land's End sweater. It's a size small, but these tend to run a little bit big. It's this very nice snowflake and reindeer pattern turtleneck sweater. Just like a little ski sweater. So these tend to do pretty well. And again, $18 to $25. Then I found this is a vintage J. Crew, size large, just a knit sweater. This big knit on it. I really like these. And it's white, or well, it's more like a cream color. And people do really like these because they can be paired with a lot of different things. It's in great condition, and I will probably get about $25-30 for this. I'll take that back. That's not all of the clothing. My husband also found these Cole Haan City black. I guess these were called penny loafers back in my day, but they're Cole Haan. And they are a size 12. They're in great condition. I mean, they are worn on the bottom. The leather is in great condition. These are very expensive shoes to buy new. So I always do pick up Cole Haan when I can find them. Or my husband can find them. Good job. Okay. It's not a real big haul, guys. It's not going to be that big of a haul. So that's why I kind of combine the video, the shop with me and the haul together. Okay, so the rest of the items that I found were, this is called Bright and Wild Reflections. It's a fashion paint kit. Look at the graphics on this. This has no readout on it other than, here's the Goodwill sticker, and they wanted $2.99 for it. But the sign that it does not have any barcode on it does show its age. And this says that it is it's a pattern. So they have transfer sheets in here. So then you can make these, you can transfer these iron-on transfers onto fabric and make these really mod posters. It's all in here. The thing that I love about this is the instructions. This kind of shows the age. Look, it's like typed up in a type font is the instructions. I love that. And then it has all of these posters on the inside that you can use an iron and transfer onto fabric. Look, wait till I show you these. They're so mod in 1970s. This one it has a rainbow and a hawk. And look at that girl there. So then you would transfer these onto a piece of fabric, and then you could use markers to color them in. This one was sheet 1. Let's pull out another one of these and see. And then they did do an example of one, or there was one that was somewhat finished on a piece of denim, and I'll show it to you in just a second. But this one, oh my gosh, these are so awesome. It has, I'm looking at it first, then I will show it to you. But it has this like hippie motorcycle guy. And then there's like the little doom buggy guy and a little guy that says dirt and sunshine. These are great. So let me show you the one that was finished, or that whoever owned this originally put on this denim fabric. So they just transferred this onto this fabric, and then you can use fabric markers and color it in. Like this one says, freaked out. So I just thought that it was neat. I've never seen anything like this before, so I got really excited when I saw it. I don't even know how much this will sell for. I didn't look up comps at all, but I don't know. To me, it was worth the $2.99. Let me show you the picture on the back. It's just so cool. Look at them just hanging out with their printed clothing. Look at her jacket. Wish I had her jacket right now. The one thing that I noticed about this box is that it does say that it's supposed to come with 6 bright and wild decorator paints, which this does not. It just includes the patches. I think it's great. So I will be doing a little bit more research on that. The next kind of vintagey thing that I found, and I haven't looked up this either. Sometimes I buy things and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I just had to, just for the packaging alone, if anything. But these are Goody aluminum spile ball tip brush rollers. They're brand new in the packaging. They were sold at Kmart at one time. And there is no readout on these, so that shows that it does have some age to it, probably from the 60s, maybe early 70s. It does have the item number here, so I can do a quick eBay search for it. It says 1973 here on the bottom. Paid 99 cents for these. I don't know how much these sell for, but in my mind, I think that somebody could use these if they had a beauty salon, like I don't know, they could use it in their bathroom as a display. I don't know. There's uses for that. So I picked it up for 99 cents. Okay, the next item that I got was also 99 cents. And they are just these, they're not old. They are just these little Santa boots. I will use them in my antique store as, I'll put them in ball jars or as filler of some sort in a basket. Probably in a ball jar because they look a little sheddy, like the glitter looks a little sheddy, and that might annoy me a little bit. So I'll put them in a ball jar, and it just adds a little bit of color and character to one of my displays in the shop. So I got those for 99 cents. The next thing that I got, I have not looked up comps for this either, but it's a mug, and y'all know that I like mugs. This is from the Disney store. It's just this little Tigger mug. And if I don't end up selling this, I might end up sending it to somebody that is a friend of mine. So this, I'm trying to see, I paid 99 cents. What did I pay for this? I paid 69 cents for the mugs, as all mugs in my Goodwill are. And I'm trying to see if there's a date on here. There isn't. It's made in Thailand. I'll do some comps on this. And if it isn't worth anything, then I will just send it to a friend of mine. I don't know. Maybe he's supposed to have a head. Do you think he's supposed to have a head? I mean, he's obviously Tigger. But we'll see. I'll get him washed up and I'll look him up. The next thing I got, I paid $1.99 for. And, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, again, I buy things that don't always make a lot of sense, but I buy them because I like them. And it's the cuss box. So it says, cussing ain't the nicest thing. And friends, okay, let me just read this, how it says. First of all, well, let me just read this to you. It's a cuss box. Cussing ain't the nicest thing, and friends, for it sure don't bring. But if you really got to say them, here's the way you have to pay them. So that's what it says and I read it the way that it's printed. And on the back it says the payoff. And it says 1 cuss, just a nickel. 2 cusses, just a dime. For 3 cusses, you really oughter put in the box at least a quarter. Here's the thing though too. This is from St. Louis, Missouri. And I don't know that there's a whole lot of hillbilly slang in Missouri, but maybe so. But here's a little top that you put your money in. I don't know why I got this. I like souvenir pieces and I just thought it was kind of funny and it's not something that you see every day. I haven't looked up comps for this. It was $1.99. It probably isn't worth anything. But if anything, I'll put it in the shop. For somebody that has like a cuss jar, I thought that this, this looks a little classier than just your jar. I don't know. I buy things that don't make a lot of sense sometimes. Okay, moving on. The next thing I got was something for myself. This is an Ideal Indiana. It's a vintage state plate. As you can see, I do collect Indiana plates. And these, with this kind of trim around it, they are a dime a dozen. You see them a lot of places. I know that some states are probably a little bit more harder to find than others, but I like anything Indiana. So this has, the Indianapolis Speedway, the University of Notre Dame, the State Capitol Building, the banks of the Wabash, the Cardinal, and the George Rogers Clark Memorial. So I use these on a shelf a lot of the times, just in displays. And if I decide not to keep it, this is something that I can sell very well in the shop. I paid $1.99 for it. I liked it. Okay, the next thing I got is also kind of a Statesy related thing, but it was this little trivet. And I got this as a gift for somebody. And I paid 99 cents for it. It's vintage. It was made in Japan. And this has the Miami Seaquarium, Miami Beach, Silver Springs, Sunken Gardens, the Weeki Wachee Spring, the Gatorland Zoo, Cypress Gardens, and Busch Gardens on it. I like the colors on it too. I thought it was really pretty fun. And it was 99 cents. So I picked that up. Not to resell, but for a friend. I love these things. I have tons of them right now, but not that one. Then I'm not keeping that one. All right, the next thing I found were these. There's a set of 4 of these brass chicken napkin rings. And I sell these very well. In fact, I had a set of butterflies that I think I sold for like $30. So these at one time were $2.95 each. Can you see that? There we go. And I paid 99 cents for all 4 of them at Goodwill. They're chickens. They should do well. People like chickens. So I picked those up. The next thing I got were these set of 4. There's 4 of them here. Of these little celestial heart ornaments, hangings. I paid $1.99 for all 4 of them. This kind of celestial thing is kind of in right now. Boy. But I thought that these would look cute hanging on a Christmas tree, if anything. But I will try to resell these online. And then if they don't sell by around Christmas time, I may take them to the shop and hang them on the tree and sell them as ornaments. They're all the same. They're made out of a resin type material. I thought they were really cute. And a lot of the stuff was on the cart as they were bringing it out. These, I think you saw me pick up in the video. They're candlestick holders, but there's no maker's mark on them. They were 99 cents each. But they kind of have like this reflector plate on them, so a taper candle or a taper candle goes in here. I don't know. I just liked the look of them. They have kind of this brass top. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. If I'm going to sell them in the shop, maybe, or I might try to sell them online, or I might try to sell them in the shop first and then sell them online. I don't know. I just liked them. I don't think that there's a lot of age to them. They're probably maybe from the 80s, but they're like a lightweight aluminum. I liked them. I just think that they might look kind of nice hung on the wall. So I picked those up. Another thing I got, this might have been in the video too, were these collapsible straws. And I've been wanting some of these. I do drink out of a straw. With everything that I drink out, I use a straw for. So I wanted to get one of these to keep in my purse. I wouldn't have to constantly be using disposable straws. My daughter wanted one too, so these came in a 2-pack. So I got them. They were $2.99. And so yeah, this is something to keep. The next thing I got this game, and it's made by Mattel. It's called the Noisy Persons Card Game. And apparently the gist is you draw 3 or 4, however many people are playing, these cards that have quotes on them or saying on them, and then you draw a character card, and each person reads the card in like the voice that you're trying to make for that character, and then somebody decides who did the best job. Sounds like a nightmare for me, but it sells for I think $18 to $20. I paid $1.99 for it, but it has here all the cards in here. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4 packs that haven't been opened yet. If I decide not to sell it, I thought these are kind of good package toppers too. Ooh, not that one. I'm not going to read that one. Or that one. Maybe not. There's one about an alien probe and farting, so I don't think that I'll be reading these. But they were made by Mattel. And they were only sold at Toys R Us. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. But here's the box again. So for $1.99, we'll see. Okay, the next thing I got, I believe that these are, I don't know if they're Ever After dolls, but I paid $2.99 for them. They were also on the cart coming out, and they're in great condition. So we've got, I think these are Ever After. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. Or not Ever After, but maybe Ever After. I don't know. There are 2 male dolls. And I'm looking to see if they're labeled anywhere. They're made by Disney. So, was that Ever After? Well, clearly I need to do more research. But the male dolls tend to do pretty well. And there's 2 guys. I don't know what their names are. I'll have to research. But he's got some kind of like man bun ponytail thing going on. And he has white hair with some odd looking shoes on the back. But he's got gloves too. And he is cool. So I got these guys and then one girl doll. And she is beautiful. She has her little purse with her. She's also Disney. Are they Ever After? Leave a comment if you know what these are. I mean, by the time that I get this video up, I will have already researched these, but maybe, leave a comment and let me know. She's very pretty. So there she is. So they were $2.99 for all 3 of them. And then the last thing that I got really makes me sad. I was so excited about this guy. It was this big Billy Bat. Was he named Big Mouth Billy Bass with a Santa. He was a Santa one. And he doesn't work. I was so disappointed. I so wanted him to work. And I was going to keep them. These guys can sell for about $20, $25 if they work. I paid $5.99 for him. Luckily, my Goodwill does have a return policy as long as the original sticker is still attached and you have your receipt. And I think within 6 days. So I will be taking him back probably tomorrow, which is so unfortunate. I so wanted him to work. I want one of these so bad. But it wasn't meant to be. So Big Mouth Billy Bass, you're going to go back to the store. And my husband tried tinkering with him to see if he could get him to work, and he couldn't. So That's a tragic thing, but because he's really cool. So that is what we got yesterday from our little thrifting trip. And I think we did pretty well. I'm excited to see what that game is going for. I mean, there's nothing in here that's like amazing. Although this thing is pretty amazing, I do have to say. And if Billy Bass worked, he would have been amazing too. I just love the graphics on this. It's made by Artex. I just can't stop talking about it. I'm sorry, I will stop now. But that was my haul and shop with me video. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell notification and you'll be notified every time that I post a video. And thanks for coming along with me, guys. And I will see you in the next video.